In the heart of Veneto region, on the southern slopes of the Eugenian hills, stands the ancient town of Este. A territory well worth experiencing and discovering with no hurry by delving into the history and culture of a town that opens up to the curious eyes of tourists. What better way to do it than by bike? The town is full of peaceful and safe cycle routes away from traffic. A bewitching path leads us to the discovery of another side of Este, with charming locations from which poets and men of letters from the Middle Age to present day have sought inspiration from. There are spots where time stands still, offering snapshots of past centuries. From the town belonging to ancient Venetians to Roman at Este, from the medieval town of the Este family to the Renaissance and Venetian town of Este. More than 3,000 years of history of a town that swings between modernity and tradition. Our itinerary starts from a symbol of the town, the castle, which dates back to the half of the 14th century, built by the Carrara family on the ruins of the ancient Este Marquis fortress. The tourist office, located at the main entrance of the castle, gives us all the information we need. We choose our itinerary and we're ready to go. By skirting the crenellated walls, on the right stands a spectacular stone portal of Nanto. It is the Arch of the Falconetto, the most important Renaissance monument of Este, which was built in 1522 by Giovanni Maria Falconetto for one of the entrances of the once Cornaro Villa. A few steps away from it, there is another interesting site, the archaeological area of St. Stephen, a pre-Roman necropolis which dates back to the 2nd century before Christ. back on our bike and once crossed the ancient Porta San Pietro, we pass near a nice neoclassical arch, which was once the entrance of the Bragadina villa. This is the area where the Roman Este arose. In the archaeological area close to the arch, we can admire the ruins of some Roman dwellings with mosaic floors and external paved narrow streets. This area was probably not far from the Forum of Este. The district was divided into blocks, fenced by a network of roads of different widths, parallel to Cardo and Decumanus, the two main roads that intersect with the Forum. Leaving the city, let's now go along the banks of the Bisato Canal, surrounded by the peaks of the Eugenian Hills. We are now in the area called Sostegno, among canals and important hydraulic works, with Este and its bell towers behind us. Just 1 kilometre away from the bank of river Frassine stands the stronghold of Ponte della Torre, the only defensive structure of the Este family era which is still preserved nowadays. The 24 metres high stronghold was once part of a wide network of structures positioned in the strategic spots of the territory to protect the town. Let's continue our itinerary by climbing down towards the village of Pra, the fertile countryside of Este that surrounds this stretch of track. Once in Pra, before arriving at the church, we turn right and delve into the oasis of Restara, a green area that was once flanked by an ancient canal. This pedestrian cycling stretch is heavily frequented by sportspeople and hiking lovers. Let us now back to the town and get lost among the streets of the historical city centre. Back in the seat heading east, we cross charming places made of ancient villas and water. Once in Cabarbaro, we make a break. Close by, there is another outpost to defend the town, and we can see a piece of the ancient wall included in the little church of Madonna dalle Ave. The return path to the centre of Este and the end of our itinerary consists of a beautiful road crossing the countryside, among cultivated fields and the bank of Canal Bisato. In front of us stands Este, with the traditional shapes of Mounts Cecilia, Castello and Cerro on the right. Our journey ends right where it began, at the Este Castle. With a touch of nostalgia, we greet this enchanting territory. Este already holds a special place in our hearts.